Good morning again. It is 10:35. I've come about 2.5 miles. It's not the greatest speed in the world. This section here seems to be an old roadbed, although it's only gotten has some blowdowns on it, but it's definitely not like an old roadbed or something. So it's kind of smooth. I'm not gonna edit any videos until I get back to Damascus. So by the time you see this, I'll be in Damascus hanging out for trail days. But I will be going into town later today to get some more food because I'm almost out. And then I'm going to be posting on Facebook, reaching out to try to find a ride back to trail days. Although we're still a couple days away from... Well, I made it to the road. VA 615. I just checked my food. I have 2 packets of instant mashed potatoes and 4 pieces of jerky. Not great. And I'm 6.5 miles. If I follow the trail, if I follow the road, about the same distance from a paved road, but I might get a ride. I don't know. So I'm not sure what I should do. Try to head down from here and then come back up here later and hike, I think, is probably the best bet. Because like I said, I'm almost out of food. I guess taking the 0 yesterday was a bad idea. But to be fair, my feet did really hurt. It is what it is. I'll figure it out. So I was sitting at the road there, and 2 nice ladies came on and told me there's trail magic down here. Okay, sounds good to me.
Nice. That's cool.
Yep. And you're going to hear our voices talking, but you won't hear the buzz of the drone.
No. Just send it to that
Sure.
email.
You can hear the voices, but then hear the motors.
Yeah, so my camera, the phone records our voices talking, but you won't hear the motor of the drone in the video. So I don't have to get off trail. I will be going to the road 6.8 miles tomorrow. I got trail magic. Oh boy, did I get trail magic. Trail magic was being done by this group here, Hands on Missions, from Shelby, North Carolina. And oh boy, I got oranges, more oranges. I got like 5 oranges. Well, 2 oranges and then 3 cuties. There's another cutie in there somewhere. I got 5 hamburgers when I was there, and they gave me 6 more hamburger buns for dinner, and then I got a whole bunch of food, snacks and stuff. And I'm like, this is enough. And they're like, oh, take more. And I'm like, yeah, this is enough. So I got plenty of food to get me through tonight and tomorrow. It wasn't just hands-on ministry. There was a local lady as well doing trail magic. So it was two groups of people doing trail magic. And then I found this beautiful campsite just past the parking lot where they were doing the trail magic. And I really mean beautiful. There was even a picnic table. Pretty sure that this is the Appalachian Trail over here. Although I'm not 100% certain. It certainly looks worn down enough to be the AT. Good morning. It is May 11th. I am packing up. Sleeping bag and my pad all wrapped up already. So last night I camped here. Section hiker joined me, and then two hikers that I knew joined me. One was a hiker that I camped with, that I shared a hotel room last year in Hiawassee with after I hurt my knee in, and then the other one was Bluebird, who I met earlier this year and hiked with a little bit. And so they both showed up here last night, and we got to hang out for a little while and talk. It's always weird when you're at some random place and you run into people that you know, especially people you met last year. That's just bizarre, but you know that the trail brings us all together. So it's just such a wonderful community out here. Good morning. It is May 11th. It's 8:44 and I'm hiking. I've got 2 miles of up, on a mile and a half of up, and then it's a ridge walk for a better part of 5.5 miles to Route 52. Total mileage for today is going to be 6.8, and this is a mileage stretch that I'm far out. We've got for the next 0.8 of a mile up this hill. We've got a series of switchbacks, which will make hiking up a little longer, a whole lot easier. I'd rather go up switchbacks than just straight up a mountain any day of the week. So I can hear the questions already. What's a switchback? For those who aren't familiar with hiking, or switchbacks are basically curves. Think of one, draw an S, and then just continue the S shape indefinitely. And then put that onto a hillside. And rather than going straight up the hillside, you just make an infinite number of S's. As you can see, the trail here comes like this. And then it turns. There's the trail that I was on, and here's a new trail. And yet now we're several feet higher than we were. And it keeps doing that up the whole hillside, or well, a significant portion of the hill anyway. I think this hill, according to how far out the switchbacks go, for 0.8 of a mile up the hill. So yeah, it's easier to walk flat than it is to like force yourself up a steep hill. So check it out. That right there, unripe blueberries. We're quite a couple weeks away from them being ripe. But that is a blueberry plant right there. Just got a bit of a view. Not much really. There was a little clearer up back another 10 15 feet, but it wasn't that impressive, so I didn't bother stopping. But the blueberries got my attention. Even though they're not ripe yet, unfortunately. Bit of a view. Some farmland. I can hear somebody hammering them way down there somewhere. But also, I mean, the view is great and all, but I stopped to show you these beautiful pink flowers. Isn't that pretty? Several places along this stretch of rock wall here. Alright. I gotta keep pushing. I'm down to less than half a liter of water. I still have 3 miles to go. Well, maybe 3/4 of a liter of water. But I have about 3 miles to go, so I gotta keep pushing. So I just came across a very rural power line. And while it's easy to see, I guess, how you could get in to do that one, how on earth did they manage to put those poles up there? I mean, that's a 75-degree up angle there. At least, maybe as much as 80 degrees up. I don't know how they managed to get the poles into the ground or a truck up there to install them, but they managed it somehow. Anyway, I got about 2.5 miles, I think, to the road, maybe a little less than that. And I'm running low on water, so I gotta keep pushing. So, I got to this dirt road that leads down to the Bushy Mountain outpost. And I was thinking in my head, you know, when I get to this dirt road, you know, it looks like it parallels the trail, and I'm just gonna say screw it and hike down the road. The road is the trail. I kid you not. There's a white blaze right on the side of the road. There's no trail, the road is the trail. So here I am thinking I'm gonna cheat and be a little sneaky, cut off the last half a mile of trail and just take the road, and well, the road is the trail. So, finally, maintainer agrees with me. Now, to be fair, I could have gotten on this road 2 miles, 4 miles back, but I didn't do that. I promise you I did not do that. I hiked the trail until the trail became the road. Oh man, I am so tired, and I'm basically out of water. I've got like 1 mouthful of water left. So I'm glad that they decided to give us an easy half mile down to the road. I'm gonna have to hitch into the Bland because it's Sunday, and the Bushy Mountain Outpost is not open on the weekends, which is sad, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna hitch into Bland. I posted something on Facebook about it, looking for a ride, and so hopefully somebody gets back to me ASAP and I can figure out. The next 2 days it's supposed to be heavy rain, and my feet are killing me, so probably just gonna find some place to camp for a couple of days, and then on Wednesday I'll head into Damascus because I want to be there on early morning for Thursday for the when they open up Tent City, so I can get a good spot. Probably the same spot I had last year. Hopefully the same spot I had last year. But anyway, I'm gonna put my phone away and focus on not killing myself while I walk down this dirt road. Good morning. It is Monday, May 12th. It's about 8:30 or so. It's rained a little bit. I'm currently camped behind the power lines above Trent Grocery, trying to decide if it's okay for me to leave my tent here while I go down to the grocery and charge up my devices. I'm gonna get up and walk around and decide on that. So I decided rather than waiting around here until Wednesday and trying to get a ride to Damascus on Wednesday, I'm gonna get a ride today, and I'll just camp and hang out around Damascus for a couple of days. At least that way I'll be around other people and won't be isolating in my tent, which isn't good for me. So anyway, I'm packing up now. I'm gonna go down to, there's a little market restaurant kind of thing down at the end of this gravel road, and I'll go down there and I'll hang out there. They got a sheltered pavilion. So I'm back in Damascus, and when I was walking along the front of the Appalachian Heritage Distillery, I noticed that they got the sidewalk re-stoned. When I was here through a couple weeks ago, this was all gravel. It got washed away by Helena, but they've managed to put down the new bricks before trail days. That's impressive. The Speckled Trout Outfitters. That used to be a hostel. Apparently, it's an outfitter now. But yeah, this was all gravel a couple days ago. Like 2 weeks ago, this was all gravel. Good morning. It is the May 14th. I am doing some volunteer work. Place hostel, clearing out the gravel from under here. Then I'm going to redo those poles over there. Just helping out around here. The traditional annual cleanup of the place hostel. So thought I'd volunteer and do some work. Well, there's my first project done. It looks nice now. Check it out, we got some wild Canadian geese. And some sort of duck here as well. There's 2 baby geese down there. Three baby geese. No, the 4. There's a few baby geese down there. I don't know if you can see them all.